students, in today's session we are going to talk about packing efficiencies for different type of crystal structures. Now first let us understand what do we mean by the term packing efficiency. Packing efficiency means, suppose this is a unit cell. In the unit cell, out of the total volume, how much volume is occupied by the constituent particles? Okay, we have studied four different type, but we will be calculating for three. Like we have done FCC, face centered cubic. We have discussed about BCC, body centered cubic. We have also discussed about primitive. Primitive is also called as simple. Now in each one we have discussed what is the effective number of the particles per unit cell. Like we know in this there are 4 effective number, in this 2, and in this only 1. Okay. So we will discuss in the unit cell of these 3 types, out of the total volume, how much volume is occupied by the constituent atoms. I am taking first one, FCC, which is also referred to as CCP or HCP, face centered cubic. This is cubic closed pack, hexagonal closed pack. Now first let us recollect what was FCC. What was FCC? All corners and the center of the faces are occupied. All corners, 8 corners. So 8 particles are there at the corners. I have represented here with the black color. And all center of the faces. There are 6 faces, 6 centers of the faces. Now to check the packing efficiency, we have isolated one face. Okay, one face, because in one face you are able to see 1, 2, 3, 4 corners and one center of the face. But these 2 corners with respect to each other, they are not able to, they are not touching each other. There is one center also present. So we have taken only this part. See, one corner here, one center of the face. This I have shown here. This is the same thing, but I have drawn only a part of it to calculate the packing efficiency. So this one corner particle, another corner particle, though here also they are present, but I have not shown. So we are isolating this particular, let me draw with the red pen. Let me take this particular triangle I am isolating. This is now what? It's a face diagonal. One thing we are writing here, that face diagonal B will be representing by B. Okay, this is a face diagonal. So which triangle we are isolating, children? We are doing this. Another line is this one. Another line is this one. So we are isolating this. We know that this is of course a right angle. That means if I look here, this is the face diagonal, this part and this part. So follow, this one we have isolated. Just see here, this part, this and this. So this one is right angle. Okay. Now what is this? Edge length? It is A. What is this one? Also edge length. What is this one? We have marked this now. B. So I can apply Pythagoras theorem and I can write like this, that B square is equal to A square plus A square. I can write like this. This square is equal to A square plus A square. So I will further write B square is equal to 2A square. Till here clear? Now I will take the root of it. If I take root of it, I will get this as B is equal to root 2A. Clear? Now another thing you see here. This is B, children. In this B, how many radii are included? See, 1/2 of this atom is away. only one R is shown here. So this is 1 R. This is complete atom. So this is there are 2 R's here. So I can say here there are in this particular part 2 R's. In this part R. So total how many R's are there in this B? 4 R. So I can write this as 4 R is equal to root 2 A. Okay. So what else I can write? I can write this as A. A is equal to 4R by root 2. I can write like this. This is equal to 4R by root 2. Now this further I will expand it. This one. This will be 2 into 2 into R by root 2. Further I can write like this as one of the two I can write as root 2 into root 2 into 2 R by root 2. I'll cancel one root 2. What I am left over with? I am left over with 2 root 2 R. So what did I get here, children? That I am writing on the top. I got here A is equal to 2 root 2 R. This is one thing we require. Please mark it separately. Now further, what is packing efficiency, children? Here we will write packing efficiency is equal to. Now in this particular pattern, you have 4 effective number of the atoms. So I will write 4 into the volume of one sphere is given by the formula 4 by 3 pi r cube. So 4 into 4 by 3 pi r cube. For 4 atoms, what is the volume? Divided by what is the volume of this whole cube? The edge length is A. The A was edge length. Now A cube will be the volume of this. So instead of A, children, I am writing this. So it will be what? 2 root 2 R for this cube we are finding. 4 atoms volume divided by volume of the whole unit cell multiplied by 100. This if you solve it, because most of the things will get cancelled here. The radii, this will be r cube, that also r cube. Everything will get cancelled. If you solve the remaining numbers, you will get the answer as 74%. Please mark this. 74% is the packing efficiency of face-centered cubic unit cell. Okay, please note down this. Now we will talk about body-centered cubic. Now what is body-centered cubic, children? All corners and center of the body. All corners and center of the body. So I have drawn here, this is back side corner, children, back side corner. This is front side corner, means if I keep it like this, so it is shown from this corner to this corner. That means from inside this particular diagonal, this is one of the face diagonal, this is one of the edge. Clear, children? This is one of the face diagonal, this is one of this. Okay, we have taken this edge length, this face diagonal, and from this corner to this corner, these particles will be touching. So that particular triangle is isolated. Now what is this here? This is nothing but A. This is edge length. This is face diagonal. I told you here before, the face diagonal we are taking as B. This is body diagonal. C is body diagonal. So we will write here, what was A? A is edge length. What is B? B is face diagonal. And C is body diagonal. Body diagonal means from one corner to the opposite side corner. That diagonal. So here this will be 90 degree. This is 90 degree. Okay, so now taking that into consideration, we will draw like this. Applying Pythagoras theorem again, children, here we can write c square is equal to a square plus b square. In the previous FCC, we have written b square is equal to 2a square. So that we are writing now again. This is a square plus 2a square. So in the previous one, we have taken b square is equal to 2a square. So that we have written here. So we can write like that. C square is equal to 3a square. I'll take the root of it. We can write like this. Sorry. Root of this we can write as c is equal to root 3a. What is this, children? Face diagonal, body diagonal. In the body diagonal, these three spheres are all touching each other. How many radii are included in this? This is 1 r, this is 1 r, this is third r, and this is fourth r. Again 4 r's are included. So we can write instead of c, 4r is equal to root 3a. I can write then a is equal to 4r by root 3. Okay. Now, we will calculate what is the packing efficiency for body center. Same thing as we have done earlier. What is packing efficiency? Packing efficiency is equal to, in this BCC, effectively how many atoms are there? 2 only. All corners 8 into 1 by 8 plus 1 center. So 2 into volume of each one 4 by 3 pi r cube divided by volume of this unit cell. What is the volume of the unit cell? Volume of the unit cell, volume of unit cell is equal to what? A cube. What is A? This one. So I am writing it directly, 4r by root 3 cube into 100. Again, most of the things will get cancelled. This is volume, r will get cancelled, and the remaining things, if you calculate, you will get the answer, children, here as 68%. So it is less effective packing than FCC. The previous one we have done is FCC. So this is less effective than the previous one. Please note down this. Simple cubic unit cell. That is another name for primitive. What is primitive? All corners occupied by the constituent particle. Again, I have taken only one part of it. Okay. I have shown only these two constituent particles present at the corners. Actually, you might be thinking there is a gap between. That is only to indicate, to show that these particles are there at the corners. Actually, if I hold 4 cubes like this in the form of the square, another 4 on the top, you will get something like simple unit cell. Okay, so basically these all corner ones, they are all touching each other. There is nothing in the center. So what is this now? What was this? This is edge length. This is edge length. And in this edge length, how many radii are included? 2. So it is having 2 r's. That's it. That was only required in this. So simple was very, very simple. We will write like this. What is the packing efficiency? Packing efficiency for the simple is. Now first let us see in this how many effective number of the particles are there. 1. All corners 8 into each one contributing 1 by 8. 8 into 1 by 8. 1. So volume of only 1. So 1 into 4 by 3 pi r cube divided by volume of this whole cube. This whole unit cell. So what is the volume of this whole unit cell? A cube. Instead of A I am writing 2r cube into 100 Always packing efficiency is same. 4 by 3 pi r cube into effectively how many atoms are there in that type of unit cell divided by volume of the unit cell and into 100. So when you solve this, you get the answer as 52.4%. 52.4% is the answer. Now listen here, what is the order then? FCC was most effectively packed, then comes BCC, and then comes primitive or simple unit cell. Till here it is clear, children? Please note down this. One NCERT question, very good question, number 1.14 we are going to discuss. It says, if the radius of octahedral void is small r and the radius of atom is capital R, derive relation between small and capital R. So what we will do is, we will see what is octahedral void. 4 spheres kept like this. There is a void in the center, one atom above it, one atom below it. That top and bottom I am not showing to explain this question. This is a void that the void radius is small r. This radius of the atom is capital R. So what is this? R plus R. And what is this one? Also R plus R. Small r plus capital R. And this is one R, this is another R. That is capital R and capital R. So here you have a right angle. So what we can do is, we can apply Pythagoras theorem and get 2r whole square is equal to r plus r whole square plus r plus r whole square. This is r plus r, this is also r plus r, this is 2r. So 2r square is equal to r plus r whole square and r plus r whole square. So now I can write, open this up and write 4r square is equal to 2r plus r whole square. Okay. Now what we can do is, we can take the root of it. If I take the root of that, this will be 2, this will be r, this will be root 2 r plus r. Okay. Now what we will do is, in fact what we could have done is, we could have cancelled this here. We could have cancelled this and we could have written this also as 2. Then this will go away. You will have simply root 2 here. That was also fine. So you have this root 2r, r plus r. Right? Now we want a relation between them. So what we will do is, this small r is equal to, we will write like that, small r is equal to this capital R we will take on the other side. What is root 2? 1.414 r. And this I take the other side, it becomes r. So if I open this up, 1.414 minus 1, you will have 0.414 r. That is equal to small r. You get this relation. Just see what I did. 2r whole square is equal to r plus r whole square plus r plus r whole square, which you can combine. First I wrote this as 2 and this I opened and wrote it as 4r square. Then there itself I have cancelled it. So with this 2, that 4 goes and you are having only this 2r square. So then if I take root, here on taking root of it, what will I get? Root 2r, r plus r whole square, r plus r only left over, that root square has gone. Now I have simplified it and I got this answer. Please note down this.